What do you do, guys? It's your boy Crispy T back with another video and another prophecy on episode 49 of Calling of a Ravenous Bird. So let's get right off into it, man. Um, on this one, it was a dream that I had on the 16th of August 2022. And what happened over there is, as one can see by the timeline, the title of the video is the floods, which actually are a regular occurrence on the highways on the East Rand, more so here in Johannesburg for all our international viewers and the benefit of those. So Joburg or Johannesburg has a few metros which consist of the West Rand, the Johannesburg sort of central region, and then there's the northern suburbs, and then there's the south side of Joburg, and then there's the east side. So that is basically the makeup of Joburg, and on this particular stretch, it's talking about the N3. And now, what happened in this particular dream is that I was calling up my sister, okay, and I actually wanted to find, for some odd reason, I wanted to find the most efficient way to Benoni, right? And I live in Alberton, so that is on the also falls more southeast. So heading towards Benoni is like deep east, okay, so far east side of Joburg. And well, it still falls into the Johannesburg region. And in any case, I decided to take a trip over to Benoni, and for some random reason, anyway, my sister then recommends that I go with somebody that she knows, one of her guy friends who actually lives out in Benoni. And okay, so I decided to wait for this chap, and he pulls up in front of me. He actually just slows down. He was actually heading home, and I then followed behind him, right? So he just slowed down, said, "Hey, just follow me," and off to Benoni we went. However, here's where it got very interesting. So no one got to Benoni, neither me or the other car. And the next scene, we are heading up the highways on foot. So we had to abandon the cars because it started flooding on the highway. But this was a particularly very tricky flood, and we were just trying to navigate our way across to safety. And then I heard one of my sister's friends who actually were in the scene, and there were other motorists over there. And what was said was we shouldn't try and wade through the water, try avoid it, because it's going to make us very dirty because of the sewage. And it's like, okay, that's quite an interesting development. And then on, it was not only about the sewage. It was like, just be careful of the crocodiles. So the crocodiles, you see, just started snapping and everything, and we're just trying to get across. And no one was harmed, fortunately, but the crocodiles was there, or no one I knew of actually was harmed. But the crocodiles were quite, just waiting there ominously for their chance just to snap up a free meal, which was just a mind-boggling event. In any case, that was the end of that. Once we were just away from the crocodiles and just awaiting the water to subside. So just to actually interpret this, and it's pretty straightforward. The only thing I can say to you guys is I actually feel that in this particular prophecy, I'm not too sure. I'm hoping I'm a madman and I'm being stupid. However, with the strange things that God has shown me, and it made me start thinking that, okay, hopefully I'm not misinterpreting this, and I'm not telling people there's crocodiles, meanwhile it's a figurative meaning. But when I look at the Bible, is that God has sent animals in, like He sent the locusts in during the time of the Exodus from Egypt with Moses, and also the time when when he sent the locusts into Israel during the time of the prophet Joel, and he also sent animals in to feed people, like the prophet Elijah, and when he sent the ravens to bring him food in their beaks, and the other one was the what was I thinking of? The quails in the time of the Exodus as well, in terms of when they were in the wilderness and God was like bringing down the manna, and then He sent in the quails for the meat as well. So it's unbiblical to say that it cannot happen, as weird as it sounds, because let me tell you, and I mean, anybody who lives or knows the area, it's not like it's known for crocodiles or crocodile infestation. Unless I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, please put it in the comment section, please, because this is completely foreign to me, and I've lived in the East End since I was a child. I mean, so I know it quite well. It's just mind-boggling to see. Is there any nature reserves that are crocodile parks or reptile parks that I'm not sure. But anyway, I don't know how these crocodiles are going to come in, if they're going to come in through the sewers. But it just made me think, as at the time as well, when in the book of Ezekiel, when Ezekiel was told to send a warning to the king of Egypt, who is likened to the crocodile. And over there it was said about the crocodile in itself that you think you're a roaring lion, where he's speaking through Ezekiel to the king of Egypt, where he's like, you think you're a lion, but actually you're a crocodile muddying your waters wherever you go. So I'm thinking that, as far as the East Rand, which is now known as Ekurhuleni, right? Um, it was the last metropolitan here in Johannesburg to kick out the ruling party's ANC as far as the local government, and meaning that the municipalities running the whole thing. And as far as the blockages, in terms of the drainage systems on the highways, it is down to maintenance and the maintenance of the roads as well, as to why there is this pileup, as far as the floods are concerned. So yeah, this is not a now, people in the area will say, "Oh, wow, big deal. We always get floods around here." But the interesting development, like I said here, is the sewage is going to come up, and is going to be quite a thing. I'm not too sure if it's God's plan to clean it up by Himself, because he has that tendency, like when he spoke to me about the train situation, that with is it Spurnet? Okay, I forgot what's it called now. Transnet. Sorry, Transnet. It used to be called Spurnet, and then he was like, no, process, and which is the rail agency, as well as as far as the trains are concerned, as well with Transnet, which which is a parastatal, which runs the locomotive thing, where he said he will sort it out himself. So I'm not even concentrating on to the governors, even runs from the opposition party, talking about securing the railway lines and doing it over and all of that, when God has declared to me already that he will be the one to sort it out. And like I told you, the on that particular prophecy, if anyone hasn't checked it out, please just go check it out. Um, but anyway, what I was just saying over here is that as far as sending in these crocodiles, and it's a message obviously to the local government, and particularly the residents, who are very slow into getting rid of the problem, as far as the infrastructure over here. And as far as the convergence with the mother nature and the natural environment and the animals are concerned, I'm not too sure. There isn't a message as to the particular crocodiles. But if you can see and hear what I'm actually saying here, is that the flood in itself on that particular motorway is not, it's not a, oh, big deal. They'll just be like, okay, whatever, this is not a true prophecy. But anyway, the pudding, the proof is in the pudding. And if the crocodiles are then seen, and I'm hoping that they are real. To be honest with you, I'm hoping I'm actually a madman to say this, because this is quite scary, and I'm thinking, where are they emanating from? But anyway, let's see what happens, because God can do anything, hey, and He can do anything He wants. Anyway, people, I'm just thinking that please, just ensure that you turn to the Lord at this time, like I was saying earlier, especially with these weird occurrences around the earth, that we need divine protection. And that's the only way we can operate, is just to ensure that you are in good standing with God, and you're actually doing His will here on earth, and you're taking up your position in His Son's greater body, which is the body of Christ, and have your particular function and have your particular role spelled out to you, and what is deemed to be in accordance with the Lord's sovereign will. Okay, people, I'll check you out another time, and God bless, and look after yourselves out there. Cheers. Bye bye.